Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Authentic Info Podcast. I'm your host, Admar Sandelejawok. Julius Malema says that in the EFF, there are some staff riders. There are some people who are there merely for positions. There are some people who are there merely just to benefit from the EFF through salaries and other business opportunities. There are some people who are in the EFF just to have that profile of being a high-profile politician and not necessarily to serve the people. And he says that they've dealt with some, they've detected some and dealt with them. And he is convinced that they are still going to detect a lot of them and deal with them, because he says that the EFF is not that type of political home. It's not that type of political party where people will just fill up positions and do nothing. He says in the EFF, whenever you are afforded an opportunity to become a leader or participate in a particular position, success is expected from you, service delivery to the people is expected from you, and you must prove that you are doing something, that you are not there merely to idle, you are not there merely to sleep, you are not there merely to brag that you have a high rank position in politics through the EFF. So he says that they are going to still look for these staff riders and remove them or recall them from positions. And he also says that, and he always says this, that a position in the EFF does not secure anyone their future within the party, which means when you have a position, it means that you must adhere to the mandate of the people and that of the party, deliver services, render your services, execute your duties successfully. And that is all what they want. They don't expect you to use that position to intimidate others and look down at other people. You must be a leader. That is why he challenged them to say they must deliver their constituencies to Johannesburg. Whether you are in Cape Town, whether you are in Malamlele or Venda, whether you are in KwaMashu or anywhere else, these councillors had to deliver their constituencies through buses paid from their own pockets to the FNB Stadium. So this shows that these positions belongs to the party and not the individual who occupies this position or that particular position. And there was an instance, I think it was on the second People's Assembly, if I'm not mistaken, where one Mandisa Mashiko went to Bushiri, I'm not sure if I'm not mistaken, to thank Papa for that position. I'm not sure if I'm mixing these things. And some people went to slaughter and things like that, saying that it's wrong to thank the ancestors for a position which is not permanent. And people should not glorify these positions. They should not be happy that they occupy these positions. These positions belongs to them. That people must understand that the positions belongs to the EFF. And we have seen this because recently those who failed to deliver or organize buses to deliver their constituencies to the EFF 10th anniversary, they were recalled from their positions, which means their positions are now occupied, given to some people. And these people were not fired or expelled from the party, but they remained with the membership. They will choose whether to stay or leave. And he challenges them to say, if they leave, it means they were there for opportunities and not to serve the EFF and the people. But if they stay, it is proof that they are there to serve the party, to support the party and the people. So it's something which I think they should maintain, because where they are heading in government, we know a lot of leaders who are in high positions, high ranks, but they are doing nothing. and they use their positions to bully whoever submits to their office. And I think if they can move with that type of leadership, the EFF is going far. And they will professionalize all these departments. Because in these departments of government, what happens is that those who are in senior positions are not doing anything. That is why all the structures that are occupied by these departments, majority of them are apartheid structures. They haven't built anything. There's no one maintaining anything. Everything is just dilapidating. And if the EFF is going to move with this type of leadership, that when one of their own is not delivering services, when one of their own is not adhering to the mandate of the party, they recall that person and put in someone who will do or execute the duties of that job. So it's a good thing. It's good. It's a good leadership quality that all the leaders should have, that all presidents should have, because Julius Malema is someone who doesn't take nonsense. It's someone who keeps his word, and I think that afforded an opportunity, and they decide to move with this type of leadership, they are going to professionalize these departments. They are going to challenge other leaders who have already been there to try and execute their duties. Because in each and every position, there are key responsibilities that a person, when we apply for these positions, we see that here are the responsibilities. But as soon as we arrive and occupy such positions, we forget we want to be served tea, we want to send people to buy groceries for our girlfriends and things like that. We want to send people using state resources to fetch our children from school, which is not part of the key responsibilities or the job description. So if they can take power and move with that, I think it's very critical. If they can move with that, then we're going to see a better South Africa. Because even in security, the security of the state is compromised because it is led by people who, number one, do not understand why they are in these positions. Number two, they don't want to go to school to study. Whenever they do that, they will just use their identity to register and get some tea lady who has a master's degree or an honors degree to do their work. And then they attain the qualifications and even get into higher positions and boast that they have studied. But they lack the understanding of the qualification that they have in hand because they never studied. And this is the problem that we have in South Africa and in most of these government departments. And even if they do vetting, there's nothing that they will find because the correct identity has been used to apply for that qualification, to pay for fees and things like that. But the person who wrote is a different one. And then the one who goes to receive the qualification is the boss. And the boss will boast of these qualifications. But the person has done nothing. And they will always be exposed because what is expected of them, they won't deliver. Why? They never studied. They don't know what they are there. It's because of political connections and things like that. So if the EFF, when it takes power or wherever it governs, if they use this strategy of holding to account their leaders, which the ANC has failed recently dismally, I think South Africa will be great again. Because we don't need so much. We need the basics. We need people to execute their duties as per their job descriptions. It's easy. You are there as a policeman to prevent crime. If you are there to prevent crime, it means you must be visible in these crime hotspots so that when you are there, no one will commit crime. And when you change shifts, They must change these shifts in these crime hotspots. So if you are a detective, study case laws, everything that needs that you need, everything that will help you in terms of enhancing knowledge and skills. Study further so that you become the best in clamping down criminals. When you are, for example, a director, you got this through experience, and you see that the work that you do is not that professional. Engage with professionals, attend to workshops, go back to school, UNISA, and study and be the best. Because we need people who are qualified somebodies. We need people who will be open, for discussion of other topics, who will be open for ideas from young people who have knowledge but lacks experience, and who will groom other leaders. So I think the EFF's position when it comes to holding to account people who are in who are their deployees in various positions politically, I think if they can move like this, then the EFF will be great and will turn around South Africa to be great again, because all we need are all just these basics and not some sophistication, but basic things. And we need people who will hold to account those who occupy certain positions, especially in government. This is Authentic Info Podcast. I'm your host, Admaster Lejauke. Don't forget to subscribe. Let us grow together. Comment. I will engage you in the comment section. Let's talk. Like, share with friends, family, and colleagues. Thank you.